Right, good afternoon everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the Year 6 graduation of 2018. I'd really like to thank you, the parents. You've given me so much support this year through many events. Your support in the production was invaluable. Any dress-up day, any decorations, you were always there to help, and I really appreciate it. I couldn't have done it without you this year. I'd really like to thank the Year 6 children. Their energy and their enthusiasm for learning has made them one of the best year groups I've ever taught. So thank you very much, Year 6. I'm truly and honestly going to miss you in September. And the Year 7 teachers and secondary in for a real treat. I'd like to pass you over now to our MCs, Seth and Arisha. Thank you.
To start our graduation off with a bang, I would like to introduce Year 6, performing the song Down, Down, Down from our recent production, Alice the Musical.
Thank you, Year 6, and thank you to Miss Green for all your hard work in music. The quality of the singing has been outstanding this year. Now I would like to ask Mr. Moore to the stage, who will be presenting the Charter Challenge certificates.
This was the first year that we did the Charter Challenge Award, which was set up by myself and Mrs. Pearson at the beginning of the year. The idea was to get the children ready for the Year 7 transition, and they had to complete 4 different categories and work independently through the year to try and get either a bronze, silver or a gold certificate. And if they got the 18 hours, which is a lot to get across the 4 categories, they will then receive the gold. It was then 14 silver and 12 for the bronze. The children worked incredibly hard on this, and some of them went above and beyond what we expected, which was really nice to see. They had one of the sections was a hobby, so we had children doing cookery, all sorts of different activities, which was great. The second section was a sport, which our children do so much of, but they had to record that and make sure they kept a track of what they were doing. We then had the community section, where the children went out into the local community, helping with volunteering and raising money. And the final one was adventure, which was getting outside and doing different activities. So I'd like to welcome Miss Pearson to the stage, please, to help me hand out these certificates. So we start with the bronze certificates. I'm going to welcome down, please, Chang, Peggy, I know it's not here today, Zara, Lu Shang, and Sin Yi. Give them a round of applause, please. Okay, the next category was the silver. Can I invite down, please, Rachel, Plern, Jin Yi, Carrie Stewart, Una, Daphne, Jeanette, Arisha, and Jude. Have a round of applause for the silver certificate, please. And the third certificate was for gold, which meant the children had to get 18 hours in 3 of the categories and 8 hours for adventure. A lot of the children did more than 18. They didn't stop when they got there, which was fantastic to see. We'll invite the gold certificate winners down next. So Sydney, Stella, Naima, Zhang Ning, Min, Karis Wong, Aiden Chu, Shreya, Kaylee, Ethan, Nicole. We're just sorry, there's a few more we'll just pause while we get these photographs. There are more to come. Next we have Ashley Lau, Alex Weathers, Paige, Yumin, Yingshan, Ryan, Jungshi, Alexandra Kali, Alexander Trerup, Aidan Ling, and finally Hen. Got a huge round of applause for all the gold certificates, please. Now, along with the certificates, we also decided some of the children had gone so far and beyond what we asked them to do. We've also got some trophies for 6 of the children. This was incredibly hard to choose, as so many did so much work. But we've chosen 6. They don't know about it either. It's the first time they're going to hear about it. So if you do hear your name, guys, we'll just wait for the certificates to go out. Can you please come and collect your trophy from Mrs. Pearson? Those children will also get to have a special lunch with Mrs. Brock on Monday. Okay, the 6 of you to explain what you did during the Charter Challenge, how you did it, and what you've learned from that, hopefully. Okay, and for the trophies, can I invite, please, first of all, Aidan Ling to come and get his award. He raised a fantastic amount of money for some charities that he was doing, a lot of it independently, using his own website he started. Next, can I invite Sydney, please, to come forward. Welcome, Sydney. And next, I'd like to invite Paige forward, please. Welcome, Paige. Okay, and next, can I invite Ashley forward, please, from 6A. Well done, Ashley. And next, Kaylee. Can you come and collect your award, please? Well done, Kaylee. And finally, Zhang Ning. You can collect your award, please. Year 5s next year, this will be your chance to go through the Charter Challenge and hopefully get yourself a bronze, silver and some more gold certificates. Hey children, if you can give your certificates, place those back at the front please into the baskets and then make your way back to your chairs. We give a huge round of applause please for our Charter Challenge students.
And now I would like to introduce the Year 6 Chamber Choir, accompanied by Sydney on the piano singing A Whole New World.
relatively, inspired by the Edgar Allan Poe classic, The Raven.
This poem is called Shadow. Once upon a deep night during my 8 years old wandered weak and weary. My children sat in respite, while I sat nearly napping, and suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone slowly slipping through my chamber door. Just some child I sight, slipping through my chamber door. What I see no more.
Oh, truly I remember the day that we surrendered, and each separate monster wrought its ghost upon the floor. My children and I wished for tomorrow to arrive,
to mourn for the loss of my dearest, the man who made my life complete, now taken away, lost forever. The moaning ocean held my lost husband in, trapped me, flooded me with grief, weary emotions never felt before. So as to stop the heartbreaking sobbing that filled the room, I stood hoping. 'Tis some darkness foreshadowing our shattered lives, some sadistic darkness foreshadowing our shattered lives, soon to pass and nothing more. Once shone the moonlight faintly, while I clutched my children, weak and faintly. Bullets whisked by as quick as a lynx. Our lives are on the edge of the brink. While our heads nod, nearly napping, the fingers of worry come tapping, tapping. But there is hope inside our door, because without hope, there is nothing more.
Panicked and broken, I peeked through the shutter as a creature of hell came through the door. The image of the creature ran through my head. Crashing and lashing, no second thoughts, as the image of the creature ran through my head. Staring above me, mock me and sneer. Staring above the portrait of my dear husband, mock me and sneer. Staring and still, with my mind in fear.
The already darkness of my heart, though I knew we would depart. Our future is bleak, I whispered, our children huddled in hands of sorrow.
Ghastly grim and sudden joy, wandering from the raven shore. Tell me why, nevermore, quoth the shadows, nevermore.
Presently my sadness grew stronger, resting then no longer. Dear, said I, why did you leave me? We are hopeless without you.
But the fact is, our nightmare has come true, and fighting them we would not dare. And so fatally you left from the family, although I thought you would live happily. So my heart resting, then no longer.
Deep into the darkness, period. My infants, grief-stricken, period. Doubting, dreaming dreams nobody has ever ventured to dream before.
But the depressed feeling in me was unbroken, and the world gave me no token. And the only words there uttered was the blurred word shuddered. Merely this and nothing else.
Back into our bedroom morning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a scratching, somehow louder than before. Surely, said I, surely it is something tapping, tapping at my window pane.
Let me see then what it is. And this scratching we explore. Let my heart please freeze a moment, and this scratching we explore. 'Tis a branch and nothing more.
Our next performance had everybody in school talking last week about his wonderful talent. Idris will now perform the show-stopping song, Who Are You from Alice the Musical, accompanied by Miss Len on the piano.
Who are you? Said the caterpillar in such a lazy mood he barely bothered to stir. Like a daisy cull, I say fair was the little fella's attitude. Come back here, called the caterpillar. He sounded quite sincere, so it mattered to her. I've got something that you ought to hear, and it's this. That's not right, said the caterpillar. If I can be precise, I've never listened to words. Not a solitary line of verse has the meaning that I thought it might. I don't know what is wrong with your size. You shouldn't worry so, you shouldn't criticize. You get used to being inches high. It's the perfect height and I should know. Please excuse me now, I have to go.
Over to you, Miss Birchall.
A few words, as you can probably see. It is my great pleasure to be here with you, Year 6. And I know that Year 6 is a special year. It's a year when you are top of the primary school and stand head and shoulders above everyone else. A year when you take on more responsibilities. A year when you are the role models for all of the children in the primary school. And life is all about facing challenges, and Year 6, you have more than stood up to the challenge and been excellent ambassadors for BSKL. It has been a year when there's been much to celebrate. Academically, I know that you have worked hard to fulfil your potential, and you have pushed yourselves to make excellent progress in reading, writing and mathematics. On the sporting field, I know I've seen you compete with real dedication, determination and drive. From inter-house competitions here in school to competing against other schools in Malaysia, many of you have tested your ability to the full and enjoyed the camaraderie that such experiences bring. The Fabisi Games in Phuket were a highlight for many of you, giving you the chance to savour impressive teamwork and individual sporting success stories. Likewise, under the spotlight on this very stage, you have showcased your unique talents. Your performance of Alice the Musical was the talk of the primary school, worthy, I feel, of a Broadway musical. You have taken advantage of the opportunity to showcase your language skills in a spectacular Chinese New Year assembly and a stylish Spanish assembly. And throughout the year, you have been on hand for a wide range of musical entertainment, playing in a number of concerts and recitals. Some have journeyed further afield, taking part in musical collaborations with Verbissia schools in Jakarta and the BSKL Musical Festival hosted here. And a few of you will be off to wow everyone in Wales next week in the UK. In class, we have witnessed many examples of your excellent communication skills, from retelling Greek myths to performance poetry and other poems as well. And the power of reading has certainly inspired your reading and writing skills, developing a love and an in-depth understanding of quality literature. Rooftopers, Shackleton's Journey, and The Journey have enabled you to read beyond the literal and explore different values and attributes, perseverance, endeavour and empathy. And all have also inspired some amazing artwork, from your felting project to pottery and paintings to melt the heart. History has also been a real highlight, and I know you have embraced the creative approach to developing your historical skills, particularly if they involved skittle sweets or dressing up. And history is really something to shout about in Year 6. Problem solving has been another key area, and you've shown how well you collaborate together, thinking critically to come up with the answers. It is clear you love a challenge. And the Chili Challenge continues to really spice up your learning. The Primary Maths Challenge has also provided all with a chance to stretch yourselves, in addition to High Fours, AIMS and Verbissia Maths competitions. With the Charter Challenge, new this year, have we seen, many of you have set yourself new goals, running with the opportunities the award encourages, developing a hobby or an interest, staying active, involvement in community environmental projects, or working as a team in adventure activities, all key life skills. Your active approach can be seen in charitable events, where you've raised a considerable amount for local children's shelters and other refugee centres. And it was lovely to see you interacting with the children from the Zumi Education Centre only this week. Similarly, budding up with our younger children in reception highlighted your ability to be a good role model. The way you took this opportunity to take your buddy under your wing, to nurture and to courage, is truly inspiring. Year 6 has been an adventure, and many of you enjoyed the residential trip to Penang, exploring new places with your friends. School should be fun, and I know that you will take many memories of your time here in primary school. Firm friendships have been made. Some of you have been here since the beginning of BSKL. Some have been here throughout Key Stage 2, and just like the school, I have watched you grow and mature in style. As you come, like me, to the end of your time in primary here at BSKL, I feel proud. I see the confidence, the independence in your approach to learning and your endeavour. I know that the primary school has achieved its goal in ensuring we offer a well-rounded education, where you take pleasure from your learning by being given the scope to have a go, take risks and be ambitious. I am confident that you will have the necessary skills to thrive. For families that have to leave us for other corners of the globe, it means that you are equipped to go anywhere in the world. And for most of you here who will be staying, I know that you will continue to thrive. As you move up to secondary school, Year 6, remember the quote you learned from Catherine Rundell's book, Rooftopers. Never ignore a possible. Your love of learning, your pursuit of excellence is the basis of your success. These make all things possible, and I have no doubt I will hear about your future triumphs in years to come. You have proved to me time and time again, if you aspire, if you believe, it is amazing what you can achieve. I have the pleasure now to award the Junior Ducks Award. This is for outstanding contribution to the school community in a personal capacity. As you know, as you can probably see, we are blessed with an abundance of talent in Year 6. This Year 6 student is the complete all-rounder. It's someone who embraces all aspects of school life, in class, on the sporting field and on stage. A lover of books, they represented school in Novel Knockout, and they're at the forefront of raising monies for charities. They've represented school in a number of sports. They've sang solo in a number of events, including Primary Idol, Alice the Musical, and they're also a talented artist and a member of the orchestra who is off to Wales next week. Always smiling, she excels in all areas of the curriculum, supportive to others and a willingness to go the extra mile, with a philosophy of be the best that you can be. It gives me great pleasure to award it to Shreya Ghoshal.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Birchall. And now I would like to invite 6E to perform the performance poem, The Barnyard Rat by Wes Magee.
our Year 6s and some highlights of the year.
For me, it's doing football in Provincia because I think our team learned a lot. I got chosen for Provincia because it was a really fun experience. It was also Provincia, but all sports.
We had so many experiences in Penang. Together we got so close with each other. It really helps with getting ready for secondary. My favorite memory was the residential because I think we conquered a lot of fears, which was during the party because there.
My best memory was when I entered to school, when my first day here, because it was I met new people.
I enjoyed making new friends in ESL. Mine was a little school because you get to see everybody again. Mine is doing the production because they get to have glitter tags.
Wonderful. We will describe this school as a teacher who makes every subject fun.
A very logical teacher.
Amazing.
Kind. Funny. Amazing.
Smart.
Amazing.
Enthusiastic.
Supportive.
Helpful.
Fun and unpredictable. Funny. Fun. Helpful. I'm enthusiastic. Helpful. Kind. Nice. Good. Loving.
A huge thanks to Miss Maylings and Miss McCusker for putting this video together. Next, I will pass you over to Mrs. Birchall, who will be giving out the very special BSKL graduation pens. Please listen out for your names, Year 6 pupils, and make your way down to the front. Once you have received your pen, please make your way to the stage ready for the last performance and place your pen in your class basket.
Abby, Gabriel, Fern, Stella and Chang. Sydney, Alex, Ollie and Ashley. Domenica, Jingy, Rachel, Martin. Paris, Naima and Jeremy. Yuna, Aidan, Zhangning and Alicia. Ruhi, Min, Caden and Mayalise. Luca, Kai, Jihu, Seth and Karis. Daphne, Alyssa, Samantha and Khadija. Eiling, Imani, Jack, Shreya, Issam and Jummo. Ashley, Kaylee, Lindsay, Eaton, Nicole and Ken. Alex, Arisha, Sebastian and Jeanette. And from 60 on the other side, we have Sarah, Kira, Victoria, Paige and Amanda. Abdul Rahman, Idris, Isabella, Jude and Kiko. Lincoln, Louis-Jean, Georgina, Abraham, Samuel, Mikhail and Maya. And from 6E, Ryan, Carla, Kaylee, Aaron and Alexandra. Cameron, Jaden, Yingshan, Arab and Sin Yi. Yumin, Aidan, Jumsi, Mahad, Rashid and Alex.
And now to conclude our graduation, Year 6 will perform their smash hit, The Caucus.